In case you didn't notice, we did the readings from the Ascension. And Ascension Thursday happened last Thursday, 10 days before Pentecost. So from Easter to Ascension Thursday is 40 days, magic number in the Bible. And then from 40 to 50 is 10 days, another magic number. But 50 is the big magic number, Pentecost. The word Pentecost means 50. And this is loaded with significance and meaning. But why would we change Ascension Thursday and make it Ascension Sunday? The reason is very practical. The church says the Ascension is a big feast, not as big as Easter, not as big as Pentecost, but it's a big feast and it prepares us for Pentecost. So why would we have it on a Thursday as a holy day of obligation when nobody feels obliged to go? If only 1/4 of the church practices on a regular basis, those are statistics, everyone announces those. And then out of that 1/4, it's probably 1/20 of that. Believe you me, it's very few people. So the church said, enough of this. We're moving Thursday to Sunday so everybody gets a chance to listen to the readings and participate in what Ascension is supposed to be doing to us as a church. Now you might say, isn't that a little odd to do that? But we need to get this understanding. Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and Easter Sunday is pretty much the same in all the Gospels. Very little variation. But after that, it blows the hood off the thing. The stories of the appearances of Jesus are very different. The one thing that is common to almost all of them is there's a lack of recognition of Jesus after he's been raised from the dead. People don't know who he is. The first one from John is this, Easter morning. Mary's in the garden, and she sees Jesus, doesn't recognize him. I don't know why. He's been raised up. Is his height different? Is his weight different? Is his voice different? You know, that's the only way that people identify me. They come here from another parish or 30 years ago, especially from San Marino, 43 years ago, and every once in a while someone will come here for a baptism or something, and they don't know I'm here. And I had hair when I was younger, so they don't recognize that. I used to wear glasses. They don't recognize that. And then they hear my voice. They say, is that Father Perry? Is that Father Perry? After 43 years, they still recognize my voice. But Mary doesn't recognize the voice. So she says, thinking he's the gardener, and the gospel even tells us that, she says, Sir, if you know where they have laid my Lord, who they've taken from the tomb, please tell me so I can find him. And he turns to her and says, or he says to her, Mary. Calls her by name, Mary. Immediately, she recognizes him. So these scriptures are all like that. And even the Ascension is like that. We hear from the Acts of Luke that it's 40 days later, but in that scene from John on Easter Sunday morning, Mary goes to touch him, to embrace him, and he says, don't touch me. I've not yet been glorified by my Father, which is Ascension. So in John, the suggestion would be that he is taken up to heaven on that Easter morn or day, and then somehow returns. It's all kind of vague. Now, it depends how you come at this. There's two ways of coming at it. In psychology, they talk about left brain and right brain. Left brain people are people who want facts and figures and data. That's how they deal with life. Everything is a fact. And unless they get the facts, it's all just frosting. Right brain people are people of intuition. They're the artists and the musicians. They don't have to understand everything as fact. They get to the truth in a different way. And I'm this person. I'm the musician, intuitive person. So when I preach, I'm preaching more out of intuition. And I think I drive the left brain people crazy. Oh my God, there he goes again. Where are the figures? Give me the proof. So here's a left brain picture of Emiliana. Born, what day? December 2nd, fact. How long was she? How many? 17 inches, fact. How much weight? 5 pounds, fact. What color are her eyes? Brown, fact. Fact, 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 fact. Left brain people say, I get it. Now I know who Emiliana is. Here's right brain. She's beautiful. How long is she? I don't know. How much does she weigh? God only knows. Oh, she's just beautiful. Look at that smile. Oh. Yeah, see? Now, so we come to the Ascension. What was it, 40 days? Was it 43 days? Where did it happen? Outside of Bethany? This is left brain. But maybe the whole Scripture is much more right brain. You know, these were storytellers. These were ancient times. These were people who had to get a provocative idea out there that we could retain and remember. Did it happen that way? Who cares? What is it saying? So, I'm reading a book last week, and it referred to a picture of and this is why I was on my phone up there. I couldn't find this again. So, it referred to a picture, a painting, I should say, by Hans Suss von Kulmbach. My German's not good, or whatever he is. Hans Suss von Kulmbach, The Ascension of Christ. It says, and what caught my attention in the description in the book I was reading is that this painting has the apostles and Mary gathered together looking at the Ascension. And listen to this description. When first published, the painting was attributed to Hans Suss von Kulmbach, and all subsequent scholarship has confirmed his authorship. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, my God. Well, I'll just tell you. So it has the apostles and Mary standing there looking at Jesus ascending, but what you see, you don't see his face, you don't see the wonder in his eyes, you don't see the invitation on his lips, you don't see anything that would invite you to see him inviting us. You see his feet on a cloud and a little bit of his leg, and that's what they're looking at. And the author of the book said to me, and I heard it, and I said to myself, why did he paint this? We want to see the ascending Lord, not the ascending feet. But I found it provocative. What a picture to catch them, and that seems to be the real issue, them looking at the finally lifting feet, and that's all there's left of what they see in this painting. What's going on here? Now, this is right brain stuff. Hans, what are you trying to tell us? Do you want us to look at his feet or look at the people looking at him? And I think it's that. And I think it's leading us to appreciate what the Feast of the Ascension is really about. The Ascension is so important because it's preparing us for Pentecost. And if we don't get Ascension, I'm afraid we may not get Pentecost, because what Ascension is asking us to do is to experience the longing. You see, Jesus says in the Scriptures, well, I got to go. Wait a minute, they said. I'm translating, okay? Wait a minute. You left us after you died, went in the tomb for 3 days. Don't you pull that one again on us. You stay with us. But he had to die and be raised up. When he was raised up, there was all kinds of question and feeling, but they got to experience the risen Lord, and they were overjoyed, filled with joy again. And then he says, gonna go again, sayonara, pretty soon. What? You can't go. So Jesus says, I have to go, because if I don't go, I can't what? Huh? What? No, well, that, but send you my Spirit. Now, here's the truth. If you've ever looked at a bird nest, what does mother bird say in so many ways to baby bird? What do you got to do? Learn to fly. And a baby bird is saying, don't tell me I have to fly. You go get my food. You keep me happy. I want to stay in the nest. And mother bird says, mm-mm. And if you don't think so, I'm kicking you out of the nest pretty soon. So you better learn to fly. So it teaches them to use the wings. Because one day, mother bird goes off, boom, push them out of the nest. Now that's what we gringos do, by the way. Gringos are different than other cultures. We love to kick the kids out of the nest. I don't know about Filipinos, but Latinos, no, mijo, you're 40. You can still live with us. Am I right? Filipinos the same? Oh, you're 62, come back. Live with us. Not we gringos. Get out. Get out, make it on your own. That's what Jesus said. You got to understand. I need you to announce my word. I need you to go tell the good news that I told you. I need you to bring my grace and life into the world. I need you to be witnesses. I need you to lead people to the Father. I am not going to do this alone. I'm asking you as my disciples and followers to do this. So I think what Ascension was, scripturally speaking, in a right-wing sense, right mind, right whatever, is saying this. You got to get the idea of longing for the Lord. You've got to stand in this place for a while. Lord, send me your Spirit. Teach me, show me, guide me, fill me, help me get it. So that when the Spirit finally comes upon us, like this day of baptism, we actually receive something from God that will fill us, that we can depend on, a reservoir within us that we can dip into and find enlightenment. Now, finally, I think the best people to teach this to us are probably children, and especially at one important time, other times too, but especially just before Christmas, when they are waiting for Santa. Have you ever seen them? It's almost like wet your pants waiting. They're so excited. When is he coming? And this is going on for weeks. If you take them to the Hollywood Christmas parade, for example, they see Santa. Oh my God, now how long? When is Christmas? It's in 2 weeks, honey. What? They're in the spirit of waiting. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, he says, yes. Oh, Santa. It's excruciating on Christmas Eve. They wake up the day, when? Is it Christmas? No, honey, tomorrow. Tomorrow. That's Ascension. That's Ascension. Lord, send us your Spirit. The more that we can experience longing, desire, wanting the Spirit to fill us, the more we will get out of Pentecost. Now this is the Pentecost moment for Emiliana, but this is the final unique thing that she hasn't a clue what's happening. Not a clue. I did get some smiles out of her, but even that, she's forgotten them already. And by the way, wait till she goes into the water. If she doesn't cry, we'll be blessed. If she does, she got it. Something happened to her. There's only 2 things she wants right now, 3 things. She wants to be hugged and kissed and loved by mommy and daddy and others. She'll take them all. She wants Pampers, and she wants leche. That's it, the 3 things. That's what makes her life happy. Does she want Jesus Christ in her life? No. Do you want the Spirit of God? No. Does she even know what that is? No. But that's where daddy and mommy and godparents come in to unwrap the gift that is being given to her today. And it's a gift not because you can only find God through the Catholic Church, not so. There are people that will never ever join a religion that many of them have a deeper sense of God in their life. But this is the gift. Through all of this symbolism, through all of the specificity of this place, sacredness and holiness and beauty and crosses and resurrection, we get to see the cross and the resurrection there before our eyes. We get to revolve around a candle that says, risen Lord, the light of our life. All this rich symbolism that draws us to a focal point so that we can find God here, because God is everywhere. But we can find God here in an easy way and share this God and celebrate this God and our lives in this God. What a gift.